EDCOM's key recommendations. First is to institutionalize career progression for public school teachers, harmonize the qualification standards and assessment. Again, DO19, Series of 2025, yung QS natin. Promote merit-based and flexible career progression. So, sabi dito, government response to teachers, create more opportunities for promotion for qualified teachers. Teachers may be promoted up to Teacher 7 while completing the master's degree. So, kapag na-complete nila yon, they can be promoted up to Teacher 7. Boost teacher morale, drive motivation, incentive high performance. Imagine you can receive 80,000 per month and across-the-board salary increase. Uphold teacher quality through competency and merit-based promotion. Classification based on PPSC teacher quality standards rather than pure credentials. If you notice, meron na pong demonstration of COIS and there is an evaluation in the NCOIS. If you can understand them by annotating how you can reach that particular non-classroom observable indicator, it's merit-based, not just based on documents lang. Kaya that is the reason kung bakit merong demonstration. Anong sabi ng President? No? Sa sistemang ito, wala ng public school teacher ang magre-retire ng Teacher 1 lang. So yan yung target natin. Key provisions of DepEd Order 24. So, basahin natin yung scope, Teacher 1 to 7. Of course, yung salary grade nila. So, kahit Teacher 1 to 7 lang, this is SG 17. Mataas na yun. Master Teacher 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 hanggang 20. Yung school principal naman, 19, 20, 21, 22. So, can you shift from master teacher to school principal? Yung mga head teachers, can you shift from being a school principal to being a master teacher? Of course, no, you can. Marami kasing questions regarding yung quantum leap. Kasi anong nangyari, he passed the principal's test, but he is still teacher 3 at salary grade 13. Our merit and selection plan provides exceptions. Even the Ora-Ora provides for exception. And do you know what's the exception? The exception is that if that position is an entry level in that particular track, okay, as duly presented in the merit and selection plan of the institution. Is it not that the school principal 1 is the entry point of the school administrator track? So basically, this is an exception. This is my own interpretation. This is an exception of the quantum leap. So my advice for those who are not planning to apply because of quantum leap, huwag po kayong ma-discourage. You always apply because if you are qualified po, you will be, for example, you meet all the minimum qualification standards provided under DO19 Series of 2025. You don't have to worry about that because ang mag-justify po if there's a problem with quantum leap, it is the division office and even the central office who will do that. It's not you. Kasi yung role ng division office is to prioritize. Since the money is limited for this year, ha? Remember, we are already in December. December na ba? Advance ako. November 26 pa ngayon. But we're in December already. Month na lang, ilang months, ilang tulog, at isang buwan, nasa 2026 na po tayo. So, every year, iba-iba yung General Appropriations Act. Right now, we are only dealing with the budget allocated to us. Remember, this has been recently just issued. So, yung GAA na binigay, maliit pa lang. This is the pioneering year. So, in fact, the original instruction was prioritize those who are retirable. Kasi yung goal, walang teacher 1 na magre-retire. So, that's why for now, the retirables are prioritized. We also included those who are also very deserving, who has not been promoted for quite a long time, but deserving talaga. So, sometimes that could be hard, no? Because limited lang yung budget. Pero the good news is, merong bagong GAA by January, hopefully. So, bigger allocation. That's why, right now, prepare kayo. No? Finish your doctorate degree na meron pa kayong time. So, make yourself ready. Meet the minimum qualification standards. Master niyo yung mga COIS at saka NCOIS. Kaya subscribe na kayo sa Learning with Doc Lebs. Yun yung topic natin always. Kasi, we reckon it's hard to, ito lang yung realization ko lately. It's better siguro that we teach our teachers how to teach better. To start the promotion process, meet mo talaga yung minimum qualifications. Unfortunately, kapag hindi nyo na-meet yung minimum qualifications, kahit anong gawin natin, kahit anong exam na pass natin, kahit seso pa kayo, you will not be able to really apply for any position in the expanded career progression. Pero kapag naging seso kayo, qualified na kayo maging director as to any agency. So, huwag na kayo mag-apply ng teacher. Mag-apply na lang kayo. Yung sinasabi ni Dr. Zomundong, go ahead na lang. No? Anong website ng ibig sabihin, Ma'am Lorena? So, clarify na lang. Okay. Kung nagtatanong ka tungkol sa DepEd order, then, website ng ano? Sige. I-chat mo lang, Ma'am, ha? Then, can an HT2 be automatically qualified for T7 or a higher position? Okay. Tingnan niyo yung HT2. Diba? Anong salary grade ng HT2? Tingnan natin na 13, 14 yung HT1, 15. So, therefore, you will be automatically considered and priority for 1, 2, 15. Okay, so 4, 5. Teacher 5 po. Pero if you're applying for Teacher 7, you're also a priority for higher position like MT. Pero again, you should qualify. That's the only thing, no? You try to meet the number of qualification standards. And if you're a head teacher, yung COIS at NCOIS nyo po, hindi po yun ang gagamitin in order to know if you're qualified. Ito yung sinabi po kasi doon, if you're an HT, and of course, di ba, merong HT na naging TIC. So, wala kang observation, di ba? Did you notice? Wala po kayong COIS kasi walang nag-observe sa inyo kasi you were a teacher in charge. Pero HT2 ang item. So, sa case ni Marisa, let's say for example, si Ma'am Marisa is TIC, pero HT2 din siya. So if you're in HT2 and TIC, wala po kayong observation kasi yung OPCRF niyo walang COIS, walang NCOIS. So, what kind of minimum qualification standards will be apprised that particular HT2? So, gagamitin natin po is VS lang. He should have very satisfactory rating. Wala nang COIS or tinatawag natin yung performance requirement. Pero tanong, is Ma'am Marisa still required na mag-demonstration during the process? Because he is applying for Teacher 7. Still, he has to perform the COIS and the NCOIS as demonstration. Kasi iba yung comparative assessment, iba yung initial evaluation. Yung initial evaluation will only determine whether you are qualified or not. Yung comparative assessment will try to check what is your score for each of the criteria. So, yung demonstration, kailangan nyo po still gawin yan. Okay? If you apply for Teacher 7. Exactly that's the situation, di ba, Ma'am Marisa? You have OPCRF dahil school head po ako. Right. So, meron na po call for reclassification from our division. Good thing, no? So, if there's a call for reclassification, I will be discussing to you the process, no? Para malaman. So, how about from HT2 to Master Teacher po, Doc? Pwede po ba? Okay. How about from HT2 to Master Teacher? So, tingnan natin, ha? Okay. HT2 to... Yeah, that's a very good question, ha? Diba, the rule is quantum leap kapag tatlong more than 3 salary grade. Diba? Yun sinabi, no? It should not be more than 3 salary grade. Ibig sabihin, 3, limit natin to 16 lang. 1, 2, 3. 16 ka lang. Okay? Pero yung situation ni Ma'am Jessica is from HT2, which is HT1, 15. Tapos, magiging HT2, magiging Master Teacher. So, yung HT2 is 15, 1, 2, 3. Quantum leap ba yan, Ma'am Jessica? It's not more than 3, di ba? Problem po talaga sa quantum leap. If sabi nila qualified ka, then go ahead. Kasi ang mangyayari kapag nag-apply po kayo, hindi po yan included in the criteria. Pero yung rule talaga ng initial evaluation is just to ensure na lahat kayo, whether you meet the qualification standards or not. That's all. No, it's binary in nature, whether qualified or not qualified. Okay? So, 'di ba marami kayong tanong mas for me, no, it's better to answer your questions rather than blur about these questions here. Anyway, you will see I will be giving you this one. So, tingnan muna natin mga questions sa Teacher 3 graduate po ako, PhD sa SFC. Currently po so PhD graduate na. Nakapag-assess po ako last July. At ako lang po nakamit sa QS. Okay, congratulations for MT1 sa pool of applicants. But umulit ako assessment ng pang Teacher 6. Din humaba po result ko sa T6 assessment. Okay. Comment po ito ni Ma'am Jenaline. Okay, pero you already qualified for MT2. Siguro, yung situation na to, Ma'am, don't forget na there are two kinds of way to be promoted. Yung first is natural vacancy. Okay? Anong ibig sabihin ng natural vacancy? Let's say, for example, merong teacher na nag-retire. And did you know that you don't use the DepEd Order 24 on this? Kasi yung DO 24 is parang reclassification yan. What you are using is your own item. Binabago mo yung own item mo. So, originally, meron kang item. Sabihin natin, teacher 3 yung item mo. Nasa appointment mo. So, you will be removing that item and then it will be replaced with something of higher salary. Okay? So, that will be eliminated and then you will have another item. So, that's reclassification. But natural vacancy, you have to fill it up. And there's a different DepEd order on that. So, possible siguro, Ma'am Gina, na merong natural vacancy sa inyo since binigyan din kayo ng opportunity for reclassification. So, as principal test takers, take note that natural vacancy is governed by DepEd Order 20 Series of 2024. Okay? Similar po siya. No, the process and the criteria is similar. Okay? So, 15. Good evening, sir. Ako lang po yung HT2 po can be reclassed to P1 if you pass the NASH. It's correct po. Yung HT2 can be reclassed to P1 po if you pass the NASH exam. Yes, but there's a condition, Ma'am Sheila. You have to meet the minimum qualifications under DO 19 series of 2025, including dapat meron tayong master's degree, meron tayong 5 years of teaching experience, at saka 1 year experience po being a subject area coordinator, learning area coordinator, etc. Yung sinabi doon. Okay? So, pwede. Question, is that quantum leap? It is my humble submission that that is not quantum leap. Why? Because that is entry level ng school administrator track. So, sabi doon, if it's an entry point for a new track, okay, if the position is an entry point of a new career line stipulated in the merit and selection plan of the department, then you can, that is an exception of the quantum leap. Pero marami pang exceptions sa quantum leap. Okay? So, ito, Ma'am Aline. 2025 po, Ma'am Aline. DO 19 series of 2025. Will a head teacher 5 still undergo comparative assessment if he wants to be retitled? Hindi po. Sir Julius, it has been explicitly provided na hindi na po kailangan kayo mag-comparative assessment. What you need po is to submit only the form. Yun lang, submit the form. Kapag nagpa-comparative assessment kayo, ipa-comparative assessment kayo. Okay. Tingnan natin how teacher 5 retitled. Okay. Sige ha. So, you are head teacher 5. Ano yung head teacher 5? Head teacher 5 is dito. Anong salary grade niyo po, sir? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. So, equivalent lang. So, hindi na po kailangan, sir. Hindi na po kailangan. Salamat po, sir, sa clarification. Thank you po, Ma'am Marisa. Then, Sir Sonny said, good evening po. Sir, clarify ko lang. MT2 po ako at present. Ang separation po ng career line is MT1. Pero category C po kasi ako. Do I have still the chance to take them? Yes po. I think you are priority for this December examination. Okay? The problem lang with the examination, I think there is a possibility na i-postpone po siya. Pero the thing is, kahit na-postpone siya or ma-postpone siya, I would like to encourage everyone na you take that to your advantage. Do not put your guard down. Kasi, yung iba kasi, sasabihin, postpone. So, what they will do is they will just waste their time not reading anymore. Hindi na nakikinig sa atin ngayon. No? Naglalaro lang ng Mobile Legends. So, take that to your advantage. Because whether you like it or not, meron pong principal's test. It has been provided in a DepEd memorandum already. So, maybe it will be postponed siguro January, February, ganun. But, you should assume na it will be on December. Baka maging December, last week lang ng December. Okay? So, always assume na ganun. Kasi, if you take this seriously, maliit lang po yung time nyo for studying. So what about teacher 3 as SIC and having OPCR? Magagamit po ba yun? SIC means school in charge and having OPCRF. Magagamit po ba yun? Yes po. Magagamit po yun. Okay? Doc, so if pag nag-reclass ang assistant school and empty position to higher position, pwede ba sila? Ano yung assistant school? Assistant school head with master teacher position to higher empty position. Yeah, of course, pwede. Okay. So, they are considered, hindi po sila hanapan ng COIS at NCOIS. Kasi wala po, if wala silang teacher observation, hindi po sila hanapan. Can I retire as HT3, Doc? Of course, but we want you to retire on Principal 5. So, of course, you can retire, ma'am, if you want. Pero, yung wish namin, ma'am, Principal 5 po kayo mag-retire. Doc, ano po yung pina-subscribe nyo po? Just search my YouTube channel and my Facebook, no? Yung Learning with Doc Levs. Okay? So, we are creating discussions there to help our teachers and principals in rating. Kasi yung thing ngayon is yung NCOI talaga to help them excel because that's their bridge to getting promoted. So, according to Ma'am Jeneline, yung basis nila sa assessment ko noong July 2025 ay sa ECP na po. May COI and NCOI na po. So, may COI and NCOI ha for the demonstration or the, what do you call that, classroom observation. Okay, meron. But if requirements lang po for qualification, yung performance requirement, hindi po kayo kailangan if nag-TIC po kayo. Right? So, break muna tayo sa answering questions ha. We will resume asking answering your questions after this. Okay? Just take note of the excluded ones. I think it's automatically and logically excluded. Okay? Yung guidance counselors, coordinators. Right, so embedding the professional standards in the career life of teachers and school. Okay, so alam naman natin na yung mga teachers natin could either be beginning to proficient, highly proficient. If you notice, merong na-insert dito yung proficient. Kasi yung teacher 1 to 3 is now considered beginning to proficient. Somewhere in between. And then stage 2, by the way, is teacher 4 to 6. Teacher 4 to, 7? And then, highly proficient is the master teacher. And then, stage 4 is yung distinguished. Okay? So, itong highly proficient is only master teacher 1 and 2. And then, yung stage 4 is teacher 3 to 5. Okay? Master teacher 3 to 5. Okay? Yun yung development framework natin. Okay? So, that's why yung multi-year guidelines is also arranged this way, right? So, table of equivalence and switching career tracks. So, as you can see here, ideally, yung sinasabi is shifting from one career track to another. You can choose among this. Okay? So, kita natin salary grade 22, both. Okay? Then, hiring and promotion to positions in the ECP system shall be based on merit fitness. We have already discussed this, right? Promotion shall be primarily through reclassification na without precluding promotions through yung sinasabi natin kanina, natural vacancy. Just take note of this ha. Memorize natin to. If reclassification, use DepEd Order 24 and 34 Series of 2025. Kapag natural vacancy naman, ito yung mga promotions in natural vacancy, DepEd Order 20 Series of 2024. So, in the event of newly created items or vacated positions. Kasi every year, nagbibigay ang central office ng number of items sa amin. These are items that were funded using the General Appropriations Act. So, yun yung tinatawag nating natural vacancy yan. Okay, again, take note, yung mga items na binibigay as new items, etc., they are based on the staffing standards. Diba, remember, there is already a change in the staffing standards using the DBM Circular, Joint Circular DBM and DepEd Joint Circular number 1 na every school is entitled to one principal item as long as it has a unique school ID. So, please, no, be prepared to become principal 1. Okay? Next, promotion shall be non-hierarchical provided that the following conditions are met. So it should be career stage based advancement. No teacher shall progress to higher career stage without progressing through each of the career stages. So ideally, that is the thing, no? So you have to go through that. But there is a limitation here, the 3 salary grade limitation. Promotion through reclassification or natural vacancy shall not exceed 3 salary grades except when the promotional appointment falls within the purview of the applicable exemptions granted by the CSC as stipulated in the Ora-Ora. So, this is the reason why, if yung question kanina, if, sir, from teacher 3, magiging principal 1 ako, diba that's more than 3 salary grades from 13 to 19. 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 6 salary grades yan. That happened to me, no? But there was no problem, no? Because it's one of the exceptions po for Quantum Leap because it's an entry-level position. Okay? So, hopefully, ito lang ha, just to appease your minds, no? Focus kayo on passing the test, then meeting the qualification standards. Yun lang talaga yung dalawa. So, if nag-apply kayo and then you have met all those qualification standards, of course, no, I'm sure the HR is going to allow you to go through the ranking process. Okay? Ngayon lang, there are times na yung HR will, sa tingin ko lang ha, kasi iba-iba yung mga division offices eh. Kasi kami hindi namin ginagawa yan. We don't say no to applications just because it is a possible quantum leap. Hindi namin ginagawa yan, no? Because there are exceptions. Your function as initial evaluator, kasi trabaho to ng HR, is only to determine whether that person is qualified or not qualified. Yun lang talaga. Those are the two things. Two things lang. Are you qualified or not? But the problem is the HR, that is their work, that is the initial evaluation. And sometimes they have their own evaluation. For now, siguro, ginagawa nila yan kasi they have to prioritize. Pero you can always appeal. No, you can always appeal. So, maghanap kayo ng magaling na abogado. Or you cite the legal basis. Okay, suggestion ko dyan, you can always appeal the decision of the HRMO. It's provided in our merit and selection plan. There are options there. So, but ngayon lang talaga, grabe yung prioritization. Okay, so let's pray higher yung budget next year. Huwag kayong mag-worry. First thing in fact, there is already a call for reclassification. Some of you said meron ng call. So, dapat maging ready tayo. So, scrap and build policy. So, this is also something new, ha? Okay, for example, vacated positions. Vacated may either shall be abolished to create new positions if it remains vacant after it has been published and posted as natural vacancy for 1 year reckoned from the date of vacancy. For example, meron kang principal 4 or principal 2 na pumunta na sa abroad si sir. Okay? Kasi nagpakasal siya doon ng American citizen. Okay? So, wala na si sir. Nandun na siya. So, na-vacated ang item. So, when they posted the item, 1 year na lang, wala pang nag-a-apply for school principal 2 because it says here, ito yung maganda ha, kapag merong school principal 2 na naging vacant, that will be open to all possible applications, internal or external to DepEd, as long as they meet the minimum qualification standards. Diba? Nakikita nyo, it's something different now kasi the moment it's vacated, it can be open to either external or internal in DepEd as long as they meet the qualification standard. So, have you heard of people going to United States and they come back here, going back to teacher 1 position because they have to climb up the ladder again? Under the ECP, that's not the case anymore. Okay? Because they can just apply as long as they meet the qualification standards because clearly vacated items, it's already explicitly provided. And before, there was no explicit provision regarding this. Okay? So that's a good news the moment po naging vacated ang item, it can be open to applications internal to external in DepEd as long as they qualify to the position. But there's another catch here. Kapag nag-publish to, tapos hindi pa siya na-filled for 1 year, automatically yung school principal 2, magiging school principal 1 yan. So, it will be open to those who wish to get promoted back to school principal 1 as a new item. It is the scrap and build policy. For example, yung teacher 7. Kasi before, ayaw namin ng reclassification. You know why? Kasi when an item, for example, teacher 3, is filled up, vacated lang. Let's say vacated. Paano tayo maghanap ng new applicant? Hindi, mahirapan tayo. We need to have someone who can take the teacher 3 position. Okay? Tapos wala namang provision that it is open to internal and external in DepEd. So, the challenge there is that the administration would want to, or the managers would discourage themselves or the people to reclassify their item kasi wala nang entry-level position. So here, after 1 year, hindi talaga na-filled up, so it's hard to fill. Automatically, it can be converted back to teacher 1. Okay? Encouraging the promotion of every teacher to the reclassification, to the expanded career progression process. So that's the scrap and build policy. Nagre-reset po yung item. Kasi 'di ba teacher 1 to nagiging yung teacher 1, ginawa mo teacher 2, nabago yung item mo, naging teacher 3. Tapos pag retire mo, ang maiwan item is teacher 3. So mahirapan kami mag-fill nun. So it becomes an item that is unfilled for a long time. Kasi wala nang entry level position. Kailangan namin entry level position. So automatically magiging teacher 1 po siya. That's the meaning of scrap and build policy. Okay? Entry and advancement in classroom teaching career line. So, mangyayari is you have to have the qualification. Yun talaga yung first, ha? So, yung qualification standards, either education, training, ETE yan. ETEE. Education, training, experience, eligibility. Tapos, meron tayong tinatawag na PPST-based performance requirements. Okay? Kaya yung mga naging TIC, wala pong hahanapin na COI at NCOI. Kasi hindi naman, tawag natin doon is PPST-based performance requirements. Sabi doon, comparable measures of performance. Nandun yun sa DepEd Order 24. And 3, undergo the comparative assessment. Ito na yung we will be rating. So, did you notice na meron po tayong performance requirements here, tapos meron din tayong COIs and NCOIs. So, for head teachers po na naging TIC, ang kailangan po ng NCOI-COI is ditong stage na to. Okay? Comparative assessment. So, you will still have to demonstrate po your PPST indicators. Closure number 3 to DO2. So, kikita natin dyan. So, DepEd Administrative School Head Assessment, entry level to school principal position shall require the passing of DepEd administered qualifying examination. It has been outlined for you. First step talaga is you need to meet the requirements under CSE approved qualification standards. Pangalawa, yung DepEd Administrative School Head Assessment, yung exam natin, Principal's Test, or NASH. Tapos yung comparative assessment natin. So, hopefully in my page, I will be teaching you how to prepare yung application of learning and development, application of education. Kasi itong mga ito, yung gagamitin natin if mag-a-apply tayo for promotion, etc. So, meron tayong mga sample na ibibigay doon sa page natin if you will be applying. So, don't forget to follow po ang page natin, ha, so that we can help you. Switching career lines shall be allowed once, so applicant must meet the QS and undergo assessment for position applied for, subject to the availability of vacant position or applicable staffing standards for MT and school principal. So you can either choose for MT or school principal. Who is covered by the ECP system? Answer, lahat ng teachers holding permanent appointments. Hindi not covered yung guidance counselor, vocational instruction supervisors, etc. Ang mga guro mula sa career stage 1, Teacher 1 to ay pwedeng direktang tumalon sa career stage 3 ang hindi dumadaan sa career fac or myth. Sabi myth dito, incumbents of position of career stage 1 beginning towards proficient shall be required to go through the positions before advancing to any position highly. So it's a myth, no? Ang mga guro ay maaari mag-apply sa career CT, career teaching, or school administrative career line kahit higit na 3 salary grades ang pagitan mula sa kanilang kasalukuyan. So, fact ito kasi Promotion, whether through reclassification or natural vacancy, shall not exceed 3 salary grades higher than the applicant's present, except when nandiyan na yung exception, di ba? When the promotional appointment falls within the purview of the applicable exceptions granted by CSC. So titingnan natin yung ora-ora. In such cases, the appropriate justification shall be submitted to the oversight agency. Sino mag-justify? Kami po sa division office. So sabi dito, hindi po kayo maaaring higit 3 salary grades. The answer is yes, pero may exception yan. So, sa case natin, if we pass the principles test, kaya nga sinasabi ni Sir Genelo, if you heard him talk, it is a way for you to hack the system. If you pass the principles test. Kaya, give it your 100%, please. Wala namang secret to passing the exam. All the requirements for you to pass the exam is already there. You just have to use your time wisely lang. Okay? At wag magpapadala sa temptation na manood ng reels, mag-movie binging ng Netflix, etc. Okay? Yun yung mga weakness eh. Ayon sa bagong expanded career progression system, ang isang guro ay maaaring pumili ng kanyang career track, whether teacher career line or school administrator career line, upon reaching master teacher 2 position. Teachers may choose between CT lines upon master teacher, not master teacher 2. Okay? So you can choose. So yung choosing talaga allowed only once, di ba? Pahirapan ang promotion ng bagong expanded career progression system dahil sa maraming application requirements tulad ng training, further education at portfolio. Pahirapan ang promotion daw. So that's a myth. Since the new system follows a competency and merit-based approach, these requirements serves as measurable indicators of an applicant's competencies and readiness to take on higher teaching or school leadership positions. They are not merely requirements to fulfill, rather they are integral to the teacher's professional development. By recognizing them in the promotion process, we give due merit to the continuous efforts of teachers to improve their practice. Alright?